In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get your first 100,000 followers and then also how to scale it up to over 1 million followers. And I know this might seem super crazy big numbers, but I promise you that if you stick with me and give me only 10 to 15 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how you can get your first 100,000 followers, then your second one, and then scale it up all the way to 1 million. So if you're new here, first, hit that subscribe button and also hit that like button for that YouTube algorithm. And second, you might be saying, who the heck is this guy who is just saying outrageous numbers and that he's gonna show me? What kind of results has he gotten? I don't believe anything he says. He must be an idiot. He must be lying. Getting my first 100,000 followers and then letting all that up over to 1 million followers? That has to be fake. Well, I get it and completely understand. So just to prove my point that I actually know what I'm talking about, I'm about to flex real hard and just show you some of our results. This one right here, 180,000. This one right here, 200,000. This one right here, 214,000. Escuela de Vida right here, 450,000. This one right here, 200,000. Another one right here, 100,000. You want more proof? Well, here you go. How about this one, 2.2 million? Okay, Josue, I get it. That's cool and all. Stop flexing, okay? I know that you can do it for yourself, but can you actually help and teach others and help clients and students and do it for other people as well? Can this also work from people just starting from scratch? Well, how about this? Let me just show you some of our clients' success stories and students that we have worked with in the past. Penjun right here, 360,000. Denlock right here, over 1 million. Rafael Mayor, 150,000. Nacho, 120. Jason, 700,000. Kevin David, 190,000. You want more proof? Okay, here you go. Lady Boss, 200,000. They're also a $50 million company. Josue, 100,000. ClickFunnels, the actual company, 9 figures? Yeah. 100,000. Adrian Morrison, 190,000. Anthony Morrison, 180. Facts and Success, 200,000. Beautify Basics, 1 million. Mentalidad de Millonaria, which is in Portuguese, which means you can also do it in other languages, 1.7 million. And just like that, we have hundreds and hundreds of success stories and case studies like this. So I think you get the idea, right? So now that we got that out of the way and we got your skeptic out, and you know I'm credible and I'm actually knowing what I'm talking about, let me show you the simple step-by-step framework that will get you, guaranteed, this year with the new Instagram algorithm, your first 100,000 followers, so that you can then take that and scale it up all the way to 1 million. This training video was actually exclusive to only Lowe's community, which also is another entrepreneur and good friend that I did for his community alone. And then today I have decided to also share with you. So make sure you implement this stuff and stay to the very end, because I'm going to give you a little special offer if you do. And this little special offer is something that we have never done or said anywhere. So hit that like button and comment Instagram if you are ready to start growing your first 100,000 followers. All right, guys, today I'm going to show you the 4 strategies that you need to be implementing right now if you want to grow 10,000 followers in just 30 days. And just to prove the point that this thing actually works, I'm going to show a couple of screenshots right now from clients, testimonials, and students that have actually implemented this stuff and blown up the Instagram accounts in just 30 days. So let's get started. The first one is Instagram TV. Instagram TV, as we know, came out last year and is trying to take on this platform that you're seeing on right now, which is YouTube, which means that they're putting an enormous amount of effort and energy into actually Instagram TV. What you should do then? Actually just give them Instagram TV, because that's what they want. Give them what they want, just like your wife. and the way you create Instagram TV is not by taking this video and putting it sideways. That does not work. It's by taking this video and putting it on Instagram with a little frame that actually fits the Instagram TV platform itself in a vertical format. Or what you can also do is film the videos in vertical format specifically designed for Instagram TV. That way people go to Instagram, they're actually engaged, it's natural to the platform, they can comment, they can like without having to turn the phone sideways. And on top of that, you also want to give out value on Instagram TV, just like you're seeing here on YouTube.
So one of the things on Instagram TV also is that you can make videos that are longer than 1 minute. So you can actually make videos that are about this length, 5 or a little bit more minutes, and then really give a lot of content and use hashtags inside of Instagram TV so you can rank even faster inside of their new algorithm.
And finally, with Instagram TV, you also want to make sure you take thumbnails into account. Thumbnails is the most important thing when it comes to actually making people click on it. If you have a thumbnail that looks like crap, you're not going to get any clicks or any views. But if you have a thumbnail that actually looks good, you're actually going to get a lot of clicks. And on top of that, now Instagram TV has the option that you can share your stuff on the feed itself, which means the thumbnail is even more important than ever, because you will be able to see it on your feed, on your home page, on your Instagram, before people go to Instagram TV. So make sure you're optimizing your thumbnails for the Instagram TV platform and for the feed itself, and that they're actually clickable, because if they're not, you're not going to get any traction. Tip número 2 is hashtags. Make sure you do your hashtag research. Hashtags today are just so underestimated
like Luke Skywalker, no, Anakin Skywalker, that people do not realize how important they are. Like for example, one of our students, Chucky Snyder, is growing over 10,000 followers a month just literally using hashtags alone. And we have hundreds of students doing exactly the same thing. So hashtags are extremely important. And the reason being is because hashtags are literally like keywords on Google. And it just tells Instagram what your content is about. It's able to take your content and then show it to people that are related to that content that might be interested in it. And without hashtags, Instagram wouldn't be able to do that.
And you can follow hashtags.
Exactly, as well. So which means that people are, for example, hashtag fitness, people are interested in fitness. People who are able to rank in that hashtag are obviously going to get traction from the fitness hashtag itself. And it's also telling Instagram that your content is related to fitness. But one caveat to know is that you do not want to use hashtags that are just the biggest one. Like say, for example, let's say you have a relationship page, you do not want to use hashtag love because you will never be able to rank in there.
Right.
You want to use hashtags you can actually rank in. And the way you determine that is just search the hashtag, see the average engagement that the top 9 posts gets, and if you think with your own engagement that you're able to rank in there, then you use it. And then what you do is, let's say you have 30 hashtags, whatever, you create what's a step ladder. Here, right here, it's just bottom hashtags you can always rank in. Then right here is hashtags that you can like maybe, a little bit, maybe ranking. Then like right here is like
the biggest ones.
The biggest ones. And once you start ranking in here in the bottom ones, then you start ranking in the top ones and so on and so forth. On a typical basis, I suggest people to use anywhere from like hashtags that have 100 to 200 users all the way to 700, 800,000, but it all depends. But it just starts, that's a good benchmark to start with, 100,000 to 700,000 users in that specific hashtags for your own niche, and make sure you are relevant. If you're having a fitness account and you're posting hashtag cats or hashtag love, it makes zero sense. So make sure that your hashtags are actually related to your industry and the niche that you have.
The other thing is a lot of people forget to use hashtags all over Instagram. So people I see using hashtags on their feed, and they don't use hashtags on their stories. And if you actually use hashtags on your stories, you're more likely to get people that are going to convert more because they're searching for that. They're following those things. People on your feed are kind of going to go follow. And people on your story are physically engaging immediately. And if you're making a sale or doing something like that, you're going to get a lot more people that actually want to communicate and buy or use something that you're selling potentially.
Exactly. And Instagram stories at the end of the day is like the most engaging place on Instagram, period. You have zero distractions. You have the entire screen for yourself. And if you're able to create good, engaging Instagram stories, then you will be good.
So that leads us into tip number 3, actually doing IG Lives.
Yep. IG Live is like one of the most under-tapped, again, like I say, everything is like underestimated, I think. But Instagram Live right now, most people do not do them because they don't know how to start.
They're scared.
They're scared. But here's a little tip for you that I found worked really, really well for me. Create like a little bullet point list before you go live. Obviously, if you're a hot chick, you don't need to do this. Instagram was just made for you. You're just hot.
It's gonna work out.
If you're like me or like Lowe's, then you gotta work a little bit harder. And we need to make a bullet thing list.
You gotta get value.
Yeah, I gotta get value because nobody's gonna see us, just for us.
Yeah.
So what you do is create that list and then go live. But before you go start talking, make sure you start engaging with the people, not only with the live viewers, but having in mind that the replay viewers are also going to see them. So every single time that you see me doing a live on YouTube or Instagram or anything, I'm always talking to you, the live viewer, but I'm also talking to Juan, which is the replay viewer. So I'm saying, hey, if you're watching live right now, comment number 1. And if you're watching on the replay, comment number 2 or hashtag replay. That way you're always talking to both audiences because you need to take into account that the live viewers on Instagram is only going to be like 30 to 40%. But then the replay viewers is going to be like the rest. So you always need to talk to them. In the beginning, I always also like to start with a blank, like maybe a whiteboard or a screenshot of my computer, just recording it and just having like the title of what I'm going to talk about. So for example, if we're in fitness, how to lose 10 pounds in the next week while eating pizza and doing 0 crunches. I don't know.
I'm in.
Yeah, you're in. Like you just have that title in like a whiteboard. You're just recording with your phone or in your screen on your computer. You're just recording. That way, people when they jump on board, they know instantly what the live is going to be about without having to spend 3 to 5 minutes figuring out why you'll do the little intro and whatnot. And also try to put the little at the bottom as a comment and pin it as a comment, the title itself. So the people, when they jump on board, they also know what it is. And that will dramatically increase your conversions. And if you make sales on the live itself, you will see sales dramatically increase. And again, try to engage with replay viewers and live viewers all the time. And what I like to do is a little tweak at the end of the live, right? I talk to the replay viewers by the end of the live by saying, hey, if you're watching live right now and you got to this point, comment the little fire emoji. And if you're watching on the replay, comment the little muscle emoji. So that means, let's say for example, I'm selling, I don't know, a fitness coaching program or my high business program, or whatever it is you're selling, right? And people literally comment or message you, in this case, the little muscle emoji. That means they saw the offer.
Yeah.
So that means that you can follow up with them in DMs and say, hey John, I just noticed that you saw the live completely. What do you think of it? What is your biggest struggle with, in my case, your Instagram marketing, or whether your biggest struggle with your weight loss, or whatever the case may be, whatever it is you're selling, right? What is your biggest struggle with that? He will say, oh my God, thank you so much for reaching out. I love the live. I stayed until the very end because I love the value that you were providing, and my struggle is this. And then you start developing that conversation with that person, and the sale comes super easy after that.
So the other last tip that I would say on that is that if you guys don't know, Instagram lives stay on the same as stories, so that's 24 hours. And the biggest thing that we see with people is that they have fear, like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like he said, don't worry about anybody showing up. Just imagine no one's really there, because you're not actually going to get that many people on your live, but you are going to get almost all of them coming on the replay. So don't worry about having the conversation like, hey guys, what's going on? And kind of wait until more people come in. Just get started knowing that everyone's going to watch it on the replay, and that's really where you're going to get your sales.
And I know what you're thinking. I'm shy. I don't want to be in front of the camera. I want to be behind the camera like Roddy is right now. I'm like a little bit shy, and I get you, all right? I got you. And this is what you do if you don't want to be in front of the camera, or maybe you want to build, an e-com store. Maybe you're a dude and you want to sell to girls like cosmetics. You probably like our student Alex Wilkie, who built like an 800,000 follower page in a year. He's not the guy in front of the camera. So what do? Well, you first, obviously, you implement this stuff that I'm teaching you right now. You build a page on Instagram, right? Let's say to, 50,000 followers to 100,000 followers, or whatever follower amount is. Let's just call it 50 to 100,000. You have leverage right now, okay? Then you go out there and you reach out to, Maggie, for example, that's right here. Oh, that's a girl. That's a girl, okay? You reach out to Maggie, who loves makeup, who loves being in front of the camera, who is maybe wants to build her own following, and you can literally get her to do stuff for you for free because of the leverage that you have. So let's say, for example, your audience on Instagram is right here. What she'll do is she'll go on your page, right, on Instagram, and then she'll start doing promotions and Instagram Live. Like she'll do IG Live, she'll do IG Stories, and everything else just for you, and that's original content that you can use. You're leveraging a personal brand, putting a face behind the brand, and you're doing all these things with her. What happens, for example, your following is going to increase, and her following, because of you, is also going to increase as well. So you're literally getting influencers for free because of the following that you built, and you're using that as leverage instead of paying them, for example. This is the new currency right now. This is like digital currency and leverage that you have against influencers that are just coming up, and micro influencers. So you literally can do this no matter the niche, no matter the language. And let's say, for example, you're like, oh, Maggie is not doing a very good job. What do? Well, you find
Another Maggie.
Another Maggie right here. And then you can have your little, 10 Maggies up in here, and you have a day per week maybe that they go on your account and do these content for your own page, and that's original content that people are going to enjoy, and that's actually going to be good. So this stuff actually works no matter if you want to build your own personal brand like us, or if you're a little bit shy and want to be behind the camera and maybe want to build an e-com store or something along those lines. This will work also for you.
So now we're going to the final tip, guys. Tip number 4. The last thing that's going to get you potentially getting a lot more shares inside of your Instagram feed is using infographics. Now, a lot of people the same way that they don't want to do an IGTV, they're not designers, they're not developers, they're like, I don't know what to do. Like, how do I even get infographics? What do I do an infographic about? So the first thing is your infographics got to look good, okay? You can use something as simple, if it's a little bit cuter, like this, right?
Yeah, this is the idea, but don't use this.
This is technically an infographic. Then you would go make it good looking, okay? If you don't know how to find people that are designers and things like that, there's a website, we'll show it over to you right now. It's called Fiverr.com, okay? So you go to Fiverr.com and you type in infographic. You're gonna get people that will do this for you for $5 or $10 and $15 like done today, sent over to you so you can use these things. You probably can be able to use someone consistently and get it for like $100 a month, and that $100 a month will get you massive following, and it'll start making you a ton more revenue.
And this stuff you can implement it on any niche. In fitness, we see infographics. In the beauty, in the entrepreneurship space, in marketing, in investing, it does not matter. Infographics work so well because they're one image. It conveys a lot of value in just 1 second, and they're shareable.
Yeah, so we can give you an example. My buddy has Keto Hacker Shop. It's all keto, it's all fitness. The entire thing has been based off infographics. My other friend in the same space has ketogenic.com. It's all basically grown through infographics, and they're in the 100, 200, 300,000, and they've put no marketing dollars behind it, just leveraging hashtags, leveraging IGTV, doing lives, and using the infographics. So that is a full circle, guys, of how to use this start to finish and be able to start growing, leveraging, and scaling your IG, get to 10,000 followers in 30 days fast. So now you're probably excited. You're thinking, okay, so now I can do this. I got to 10,000 followers, but how do I actually make money? How do I go do all this and actually bring in the dough? Okay, so we made another video for you guys. It's actually here. Just click the link below. It's over in Josue's channel. He's going to show you exactly what you need to do to monetize this thing and then scale it so you can make a ton of money.
Yeah, and you can start doing this and make $100 a day, even as a complete beginner, just using Instagram after you have implemented this strategy.
And that's how you get your first 100,000 followers fast. Now you might be asking to yourself two things. First, now that I know how to grow an Instagram account, how do I make money from Instagram? And for that, my friend, I decided to put together another video right here, completely free. All you gotta do is click down below, and I'm gonna show you in that video, step by step, how to make $100 a day on Instagram. And then we have a second video right here as well, where we show you step by step how you can start your own Instagram marketing agency, which in my opinion is my favorite business model, and in fact, the actual business model that we run, and how you can do it even starting from complete zero. Those two videos are down below. And the second question you might be asking yourself is, how in the heck do I create content? I'm not a photographer, I'm not a videographer, my creative skills are very low, but I have good ideas, but I don't know how to actually create the content. And that honestly sounds just like me. I struggle with exactly the same things you do. So I'm about to give you something, the same promise I gave you at the beginning of the video with a little special offer, and that thing right there literally took me 2 years to find and do. And that is a complete done-for-you solution when it comes to creating content that does not cost an arm and a leg. As you know, content is king and is literally one of the most important pieces when it comes to growing your Instagram account and monetizing it successfully. And viral infographics and designs is probably the best pieces of content you can ever put on Instagram that help you grow extremely quickly. So for the very first time ever, anywhere that we have ever done this, we've never said this before, I want to offer you complete done-for-you content creation specifically for your account. And right now, because we're offering for the very first time to the public, I want to give it to you for a ridiculous discount. Literally for what a coffee cup costs on Starbucks. Yep, you heard that right. A coffee is only $1.99 a month for a maximum of 30 images a month, which allows you to post 1 time a day. That is roughly $6 per custom design specifically for you, or only $2.99 for 60 images a month, which allows you to post 2 times a day. And that is roughly about $4.99 per custom image and design for you. And by the way, just FYI, as a general recommendation, if you want to grow extremely quickly on Instagram, the more you post, the more you grow. So at a minimum, in my recommendation, you should be posting anywhere from 1 to 3. So this right here allows you to do exactly that, so you don't have to create content all the time and be struggling with it. Now the second piece, you might be wondering, okay, cool, I created the content, but I don't want to be on my phone all day posting it and doing all the management and stuff like that, which is totally fine, which is also why we have partnered up with the developers and the team over at socialpotato.com. And that is by far my favorite tool because it allows me to make a ton of money from Instagram. It has a ton of cool features like CRM and a bunch of other stuff. But let's just talk about the actual posting of the account, which allows you to schedule content in advance and post it up automatically for you. That way you don't have to be on your phone all day wondering what time and posting it exactly at 3 p.m. and pushing the button. You can just schedule in socialpotato.com and it will just go automatically, which in my opinion is something extremely cool. And of course you can manage multiple accounts at the same time right in there. And the scheduler is just one of the many cool features and tools that it has right there for you. So combining the done for you stuff that I am offering here today for a ridiculous discount, honestly, with Social Potato, you're able to manage and grow your Instagram account basically on autopilot, which is something super awesome if you ask me, without having to spend a ton of time figuring it out, without having to spend a ton of time on the platform as well, pushing a button at 3 p.m. exactly. Basically just a turnkey solution. So if you want that, just click the link down below in the description to get access to the complete done for you content creation package and to socialpotato.com. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this before. For the done for you content creation package, we only have 30 spots available. And no, this is not some flaky number, this is real. And the reason is because we can only take so many people and provide a good service, because each design is custom created created for you, for your brand, and specifically tailored for you and your audience. So apart from the one-on-one aspect and custom design for you, we also virtually have basically 24/7 support at all times for you as well. And we can't just simply do that for everyone under the sun. So right now, as you're seeing this video, we can only take 30 people for that. So again, just click the link below, and if you go there and there's not a waiting list, I would just grab it ASAP, because this is the very first time we have ever released it and announced it to the public. And we're giving it to you guys for a ridiculous discount. So grab it right there down below, and we cannot wait to help you create content, help you one-on-one, and blow up your Instagram account like you have never seen before. So click right there, and we'll look forward to helping you right here at Online CEOs.